Good morning. So I feel like there is a deep message that I'm supposed to give out. And I'm going to use Oracle decks. I'm more prone to Oracle decks than Tarot, but I do use both of them. The energy reading was about connecting, right? About the tree of life and evolution. So I am going to use my Journey of Love deck because your vibration, your connection, the frequency, everything is literally about love. And I feel like the spiritual journey is the journey to love or journey of love, right? Because it's about loving yourself. And I think when you unlock the capacity to actually love yourself unconditionally, you therefore see the world differently. And when people say, "Oh, get out of the matrix," or I think that the code to the matrix is love, like to shift it, to change it, to change your perception, right? The first card out I get is the spaces between the words. And I feel like there is so many conversations that are held that are empty, right? There's so much room left for excuse me, interpretation. Right? I feel like we have to be graceful. We have to be authentic and unique in the way that we express ourselves. And I think it's being that unique and authentic way is to come from a place of love and compassion, because it says, let the feminine lead the way. When you speak to people, it should not be harsh, right? There's like, it's not always what you say, but how you say it, because you can say the same thing two different ways and it can come across two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Or you can say the same thing a different way and it's received. I guess that's what it's received differently, right? And I feel like there has been a cloak, or there has been something hidden in life, because we no longer look for the beauty in things, right? We're no longer, it seems like I remember in like history class or literature class how there was so much beauty in the poetry, so much beauty in the art back in the day, and how we took time to find the beauty in nature. And I feel like we have been processed or conditioned to look at not the beauty in life, but the gratification, right? It's like instant gratification. Everybody wants instant gratification. And I feel like with us losing the beauty in life, it also loses the beauty in the words, right? The spaces between the words. It's like there's so much, you could be sarcastic, you can be condescending, you can be manipulative, but you never really hear, oh my God, he spoke with so much passion. He spoke with so much elegance. Oh, I loved what he said. That's like very far, or like very rare, you know? And it's like when we move in grace and fluidity, or in flow, it's like it's because of love, right? It's like the backing of everything that you should do, say, act, should be out of compassion, love, and empathy, right? I think that it needs that finesse. It needs that feminine touch to it, right? And I get the women of light. So the woman of light is here to shed light on what's been hidden, what's been taken away, right? Or like what's been veiled, because I have the cloak here. And once it is revealed, I feel like there's a level of freedom there, because you can move fluidly, right? There's no like no one is like, oh, you're too girly, you're too feminine. Like, we're embracing that, right? And it's like across the waters. It's like moving and loving across your emotions, right? And it's like it's because water is like emotion, space is like air, right? So it's like there's so much logic, there's so much, I don't even want it, I'm getting words without words, right? Speaking without words. But when you become enlightened within, you're now filling those spaces with feeling, with beauty, with compassion, with nature, with God's language, right? And I get self initiation. Now, I've never had that card before. I pretty much had the rest of them. So, self initiation, which is number 12, which is a 3. Something with me in 3. I don't know. How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you, right? So it's like people are afraid to be beautiful or to show their beauty because they I think it gives them a sense of weakness or softness or feeling like you can be manipulated, right? But that's not it, right? We have to let the guard down. We have to put the protective armor down and be our true compassionate selves, because that is the natural order. That is universal law. Like, the universe was not created out of hate, right? There's nothing hateful about earth. It flourishes, it blooms, it nurtures. This is your home. It provides you everything that you need to be well, right? You know, well all around, have wellness. So when it says the oracle holds a message for you, there are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences. Know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine, right? How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you, right? So like that's the space between the words, right? But find the beauty in your life and speak and aspire and connect through that. That's what I'm getting here. It's like we need to connect with beauty more, the beauty in our lives, and put the beauty, the love, and the compassion back into the way that we speak to ourselves, to each other, to the trees, to nature, like to life. Speak beauty and love in our lives. I think we are so focused on the masculine energy. What can you do for me? Yeah, so like I don't know. This is like interesting. Okay. Awakened awareness, right? Being aware of what's missing in life is what I'm getting. It's like being aware of how you're living, being aware of what you want in life, what you don't want. She of the lotus, right? Covering the swan, coming out of those murky waters gracefully, doing the healing, coming out of the darkness with light. And I'm getting a lot of crown chakra energy here. Earth star chakra, right? Initiation. Let the feminine lead the way. The feminine energy, the love, the soft is here for this initiation, right? And then I have self initiation from the other deck for the overall energy. So it's like Earth star. This is the first card, right? The divine feminine is the way. Like, she is the leader here. And I feel like we have gone down because we have taken that feminine energy out of the equation. We have cloaked it. It has been hidden from us, and that is the beauty in it, right? We don't find, or we can find a man beautiful, but that's not how we normally, express masculine energy. But you can be like, oh my God, that's a beautiful woman, or that's a gorgeous woman. Like, most men don't want to be gorgeous or beautiful. They want to be handsome and fine, like it's different energy when you're discussing the love of a man versus the love of a woman. It's very different. So the woman is the initiation, right? She has to awaken to the awareness. She has to come out of the murky waters, right? The starseed elemental has been cloaked. It has been hidden. Your inner self, your who you are at the core, your spirit, it has been hidden, right? It's been cloaked, and now it's time for her to be revealed, right? Because the beauty is of the heart, right? Unfurling back to love, finding the beauty within yourself, finding the beauty in life is bringing that love back in, right? When you can find the beauty in things, that means that you're living in the vibration of love. Reclaiming your energy by moving with the flow, going with the flow, being graceful, just like a swan, right? Being very graceful. Reclaiming your energy because you are aware of the energy of love, the frequency of love, right? Water, she loves going across the water, being fluid, having your emotions, being nurturing, purification, cleansing, right? Understanding the importance of water and the overflow so that you can reveal the truth within. And it's, oh my gosh, beyond the mind. I've never had this card before, but it's beautiful, right? Woman of light, shedding light on something beyond how we think. Beyond the mind to me goes, yeah, we're not going just surface level. We're going emotionally deep, going across the waters, being in the overflow of the water. And then we get high heart chakra, ecstatic bliss, okay? So being, in tune with how you feel and going with the flow and nurturing. Like I always say, like whenever you're dealing water, speak love into it, right? Speak a loving vibration when you're running your bath, when you're cooking, when you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, when you're drinking water. Speak love, speak beauty and passion into that water. It's like, I am a walking ritual because I use water. I am a tree because the water nurtures me, right? It grounds me, keeps me root. Mount Shasta, right? We are initiating a change. We are initiating communication with a higher realm. And I am going to read Beyond the Mind because I've never had that card before. So it's the number 20. And it says, thinking with the heart, being present, heart and mind connection, meditation, the bliss of being, quieting the monkey mind, fathoming the unfathomable, finding happiness within, going beyond intellectual limitation. I'm telling you, like the energy reading, I was saying, connect. We have to connect on something so much deeper than what we have been taught to connect on. And I feel like water is major. Your emotions, your fluid, how you love, being aware, right? I'm going to go to Awakened Awareness. And it says, beyond the veil. Remember that we had cloak. Beyond the veil, clearing distortion and illusion, awareness of what's running us subconsciously, communing with our God force, energetic sovereignty, growth outside your comfort zone, the collective awakening, right? And it's like, that is the energy of the space between the words. Now I am going to go back. Let me find my book and read that. And that's number 24. And then we get 617. If you, I haven't posted my other readings because they don't, they're all messed up. But 617 has been coming up a lot for me. And that brings me to 6 and 8, which is what, 14. And then that's 5, major change, mass awakening, right? But when I go to the space between words, it says, the oracle speaks to you, enter the space and let go, for your time to receive is upon you. Be blessed. Let me see. I'm going to read the first part, though. It's pretty long, but so I'm going to find a place to stop. When we look for guidance, we often look for words that clarify, reassure, and help us find our authentic path through the chaos. Yet, there is also guidance in spaces between the words, between each letter, between all the happenings in our lives where there is nothing to be said, where there are no lines to be colored in, where there is just openness. Those are the times when we need to freestyle. We need to do or not do based on what is happening for us right in the moment. Often there is far less to do than we think. Often we don't need to think. There is a space forming around you now. Sometimes when we sense this subconsciously, we feel exhilarated and excited, anxious and nervous, and not even sure why. There is a sense perhaps that we wouldn't mind having having a map of this unknown terrain. Or perhaps we are happy to wing it and make it up as we go. Either way, there is a space to just be. It is the receiver for the divine presence. Okay, so this is like flipping when I said, but I still feel like the space between words, how you speak, I still feel like that is very important. But then this is giving me energy of maybe don't speak. Sit back and just go with the flow. Find the beauty in nature. It's like instead of communicating, just sit and feel and look and embrace it, right? Embrace the moment. Observe something with the eyes, because there was something with the eyes in the last reading. I have an eye right here in the middle of the reading, and then I have the eyes in the other ones. But it's like, and then beyond the mind, her eyes are closed. So sit without speaking, feel, embrace, like just observe the world around you. I think that is it. It's just like observe. And that's so funny because the reading yesterday I had observer in the middle, right? And sometimes I get the evil eye in one of my decks, and it's like just sit back and just watch. I kept getting watch this, and here it is again today. So two things. How do you speak to yourself? And maybe if sometimes you just sat and observed the beauty in the world, you will fill your words with beauty when you speak, right? So I don't know. That's kind of interesting. So I'm going to use the avatar oracle that I used in the energy reading. In I cannot. Visionary. What do you see? How do you feel? What do you see in the world around you? What do you see that you want to change? What are you envisioning for yourself, right? It's like you have to have sight. You have to have sight. You have to see it before. Like, it's like, you know how they say I have to see it to believe it? But in this instance, I feel like you have to see it before it even comes. I feel like you have to be able to see it, envision it, right? It's like, I don't know. All right, next one is the soul vessel, right? Which is the body. Being graceful. With the soul vessel, she of the lotus and the swan, I get ugly duckling, right? Because she didn't match, but it's because she was a swan, right? She of the lotus comes out of the darkness. She takes her life and she sits with herself and she finds the beauty within it, and she raises the light. And as she raises her vibration within, she's also raising the vibration in her vessel. And when I look at the soul vessel, I see a tree. right? For this tree of life. We are just moving vessels. We are moving trees, right? We are trees that can speak love. And I think that's what gives us the God energy, is because we have the power to do things that other things on this earth are not able to do. But we can learn from it. Sound healing, again, like speaking, how you talk, right? The sound of the universe is love. The sound of nature is love. It's unconditional. A tree does not have conditions, right? Just let it be. It's us that's in here cutting them down. Like, let the trees be what they're supposed to be. Conscious, conscious words, right? It's like the starseed has been cloaked because no one wants to hear her speak. Because her words will bring her vision to life. Her words will bring love back into the universe, back into the people, right? If you think about the conscious words in the soul vessels, that's speaking life into your body, speaking healing into your body, speaking love into yourself. And the universe hears how you're speaking through sound, your intent, the earth, right? Sound healing, let the feminine lead the way, because your vision, it will be created. So they have kept us hidden. And then I get the tree of life through the heart chakra. The beauty and love is the tree of life. Your words are what connect you. Your words are your root, how you speak, right? Everyone is like, oh, words are spells and that's why you spell, whatever. It's the intent behind the word. The universe doesn't, a tree doesn't know your language, right? It knows the energy. It knows the intent, the passion, the compassion behind what you're saying. Your manifestations come through the intent, through the passion of what you're saying. Soul travel, right? It's like her grace, moving with the flow, moving fluidly, reclaiming your energy so that your soul is able to travel. You have soul vessel and soul travel here. I'm going to read the soul travel card, but I feel like the tree of life, the visionary, and the soul travel, and then they all have this like blue energy. And it's trust. Trust the water, trust your emotion, trust the love. Love is how your soul travels, right? Because we're all connected, technically. We're all one. That's the law of one. Raise your vibration beyond the mind, right? You're shedding light, that it's time to move beyond the mind so that your vibration raises, or you raise your vibration, right? And as you raise your vibration, your words become more conscious. You're more aware of what you speak. You're more aware of when you speak, you provide inspiration and growth. And you're speaking through the vibration, the energy, the frequency of love. Love is healing. Clearing the virtual fog, right? Going across the waters, moving through your emotions, through love, through ecstatic bliss is going to clear the virtual fog. It's going to clear out all the nonsense, all the foolishness that has been planted in our minds, because now we are moving beyond the mind and we're coming into absolute perfection. We started off with self-initiation with 12. Perfectionism is 21. Being in balance with your masculine and feminine. Because now we are acting, making decisions out of love. I wanted to read Soul Travel. Soul travel is the exploration of the inner and outer worlds, which gives rise to greater awareness. I am open to visionary experiences and insights for my soul's growth. I'm also getting astral projection, astral travel, being able to do it gracefully, fluidly, right? Being able to move through realms in order to reclaim your energy. And then I get, I wanted to look at Soul Vessel. Through unconditional love for your body as well as your soul, you cultivate wholeness and purity of spirit. I am grateful for the divine vessel I was born to live in. I honor my body by listening to its intuitive guidance and messages. And when you begin to truly understand who you are and be in tune with yourself, your body will lead you exactly where it needs to go for you to heal. I'm in that experience now. So this is not just from the cards. This is something that I am experiencing in this moment. Your body speaks to you. You will be guided to do things, to go places, you will be guided to certain foods, certain things. You might not even know where to get it, but you will be guided there. And with that, healing your body, you'll be able to soul travel. Understanding your vessel, you can move in ways that you've never thought that you can move, and understand that you can clear that virtual fog. Have mental clarity so that you can see. Tenacity, keep going. Don't give up. This came out yesterday. I'm going to try to fix my readings from yesterday. But I had so many interruptions. I put them together wrong. So the video, the voice message doesn't match the actual cards. It's crazy. But this awakened awareness, this visionary, right, gives you this security, this reassurance, right, to keep going. Right? You don't have any doubts. There are no doubts. Change, right? There's evolution with the body. There's evolution with yourself as your soul vessel begins to heal. Eve came out in the energy reading with the tree of life. Love. The sound of love. We get B, love, right? It's like, let the feminine lead the way. Earth chakra initiation, sound healing is love. The sound of the universe is love. It's nothing else. And it's through those words that you don't speak. It's through the intent, through the emotion, through the passion. Strength. The strength in your words, right? You have been hidden or cloaked as the starseed because they know the power of your words. They know the power of how words are healing, but it's through the emotion. It's not surface. It's not logic, right? It's true. Your emotions are true. You can dress your words up to make it seem like one thing when you speak them, but deep down inside you feel something else. Inspiration, right? Getting back to love, understanding the tree of life, understanding that beauty is an inspiration, right? And when you speak beauty, when you speak life, when you speak love, you're here to inspire for the long term. You're here to bring in change and evolution. You're here to bring in love. Like, I can't say it anymore. And it's like you keep going. You have the resilience, right? Someone tries to hold you back, or someone no, because I find the beauty in life. You cannot tell me anything about this journey that will make me feel any different on how I feel right now. Defend, trust, right? It's okay to defend how you feel. It's true, it's honest, it's your pure, it's your emotions, it's your purity, right? You have the strength to keep going. You have the tenacity to keep going. You have the defense to keep going. You're protected. You're protected because of your love. You're protected because of your resilience, right? Your attitude. Let's go beyond the mind. How is your attitude towards your life? How do you love yourself? Your attitude of inspiration is love, right? Your attitude towards change or towards your change brings you strength, or how strong you are is to bring change. And we have resistance. I think I'm also getting that with this ending, right, across the water, high heart chakra, virtual fog, and resistance. I feel like a lot of the technology, a lot of the TV, a lot of the emotions that are placed outside of us are bring in this energy of resistance, right? But there is a lot of strength here, a lot of masculine energy. When we talk about strength, we talk about resilience, we talk about resistance, we talk about defense, right? But then there's this level of feminine energy, inspiration, love, change, right? Change is about growth, fertileness, bringing in that change to the world. And then a lot of neutral energy, attitude, how you think, how you look at things, tenacity, the want to keep going, the want to be reassured, right? It's like you have that energy, and at the bottom of the deck we got my girl Cash Doll, because we are finessing this thing, right? We have this elegance. There's no one that can finesse love like a woman. I mean, I know men are out there, but we are the epitome. We set the bar for love. I don't care how you come across, because a woman's love is different from a man's love. It's nothing like having a man that truly loves you, but when a woman loves you, like, we love you in your entirety, right? It's very rare that you come in contact with a woman who's really wants to love you, that will not love the bullshit that you get, that will not love you even with the baggage that you bring, right? And she's still there, right? So when I think of finesse, I'm reading grace, right? We had grace. When I think of the swan, I think of grace. There's an elegance, there's a certain couth that a female will give, that the divine feminine energy has. Let's see. I'm going to read a little bit from her. It says, "You're finding it harder to conceal your feelings even despite your best efforts. It's time to put on your game face and take the high road. Let the cash doll card be your guide. So even when adversity is staring you down, you never ever blink an eye. Sure, staying cool, calm, and collected can be hard, but haters love to spot weakness. Don't give them that satisfaction. When they go low, you go high," right? Defense, resistance, strength, tenacity, your attitude, your resilience, be the inspiration. Your foundation is love. And on that end, I'm closing it out. 3333, I love you.